Hello everybody, Rope Fox here, and welcome back to another episode of Truly Bedrock Season 2. This is episode 34, and it has been a couple of weeks since I have recorded my last episode. For those following me on Twitter, accidentally threw my rocket down. For those following me on Twitter, I did explain the reason why I haven't been recording the last couple of weeks. Just some things that have been going on. Been a little busy. You can check out my Twitter and get all the details there. But since then, I've been doing a little bit more work around the base. As you can tell, the roof is more complete. We finished placing in the roof during the last live stream weekend, and that is done. I went ahead and placed in all of the carpet along the top. Still need to finish up the walls, and I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do back here just yet. I am considering possibly ripping this out just to get things done around the base. But I also added some more things to the roof. Oop, looks like we need to eat. And it looks like I need more food. We'll just hold on to that for now. But with this bare, flat, white roof, it needed a little bit of detail. So I started adding in some things here, just like we did on the roof there. And then I thought it'd be cool, because this is where my beacons come up. And for those who remember at the beginning of the season, the idea behind the beacons were to kind of act as the power source for my base. So I wanted to make some sort of electrical room that was kind of controlling everything, at least from the top side. I don't know if that makes too much sense, but I thought it'd be cool to have something up here. So we have compasses on, I guess, what would be the little meter readings, little lever there. So again, just trying to fill up this roof, and it looks like we do have a lot that we need to add in. In the last episode, or the episode before that, I don't remember, we also set up a Blackstone Shop over in the All Mall, and I'm kind of curious, since I haven't been around for a couple of weeks, I want to see if we actually made any sales over there. So let's go over there first and see if we actually... Oh! That wasn't here before. What's this? Maybe this happy little tree has a friend? 2070 negative 440. Okay, so we will go to the All Mall to check on our profits if we made any, and then we'll see what is going on with this right here. Alright, let's go ahead and take a look to see if we made anything. Just curious. Nope, no one bought any stone cutters. Come on. Nope, nothing. Come on. Yes! What's that? 17? Right? 9 across. Yep, 17 diamonds. Very nice. And how about this one? No. Okay. Well, someone has made a purchase, which is awesome. So I have 17 more diamonds now to fund my projects around my base area. And I've mainly been buying concrete because my base is made up mainly of gray concrete and also white. And have I bought anything else? Oh, sea lanterns. I think I'm good on those. 1, 2, 3, almost 3.5 stacks. Yeah, I'd say we're good for now. We pretty much built in all of our... We built all of our ceilings. So I think we should be good. Is there an entrance here? Nope. Man. Wow. It has been... See, it's been that long. I don't remember where any of the entrances are to where I need to go. But, alright. We got 17 diamonds. Now, let's go ahead and head over... Oh, man, I forgot those coordinates that were there. I'm going to have to check the last clip. But let's head over to those coordinates that had that tree sapling. 2070 by negative 440 are the coordinates, and that puts us somewhere in Chunktown. So, we're looking for a tree sapling that might have some friends. That's what the sign said, if I can remember off the top of my head. So we are pretty close. With this little gravestone? I hope not. We do have some trees here. What are the coordinates? So we are at 2070, 440. Yep, this is it. Welcome to DB's Happy Little Trees. They're kind of big trees. But happy little trees. It kind of reminds me of Bob Ross just a little bit with the happy little trees there. Press the button. This does something. It's gonna hurt me. I'm gonna be so mad. Okay, no blocks. Is that the Bob Ross theme? Sounds. I hear it. Okay. All right. Well, looks like this brought us to this little area here, and DV has. I really want to see the note blocks. I've never played with them myself. I just don't have the patience to. But I can only imagine what it looks like underneath. So that was a nice little treat. Thanks for that, DB. So, yeah, DB made this little area here. I'm not quite sure what the Bob Ross theme is in reference to, but I'm sure there's a good explanation for it. I'm gonna have to check out his. Whoa, that's some lag. I'm sure there's a good explanation for it. Probably have to check out one of his latest episodes. I'm sure there's something there. But alright, nice. So with that, we can go ahead and head back over to the base area and get started on today's project. For today's project, what I want to do is work on the Nether Research area, because again, this is a Nether Research facility, but I have yet to actually incorporate the Nether Research lab into the whole facility. So what I want to do is use this area here, this floor, and then also the second floor for this project. Now what we're going to do is I already started placing in some slabs here. We do need to add in a light source for the ceiling. So we have this there. That's been the theme across the base. But for this, it looked a little weird having the sea lanterns kind of hanging down. So let's go ahead and place these slabs in here, just like this. Oops, that's off. So that means that we're going to, yeah, break it as a whole block. That's the only downside to slabs. Here we go. And one more layer here. Did it again. At least they're dropping down to me. Most of the time they get stuck up top and then it gets all frustrating, especially when you're doing very tall builds. So that's that. So like I mentioned, if we place in a sea lantern, it feels out of place. So what I want to try to do is we're going to use end rods. We're going to hang them down like this. So that's going to give us a light source. And then we're going to use iron trap doors. Just like that. Look like one of those hanging lights. You know what I'm talking about. They just hang down, and then usually there's, you know, two bulbs here, long ones that go across. So of course we can't really do that. So this is the next best thing, and I think this is going to look good. That and there. If I can place it. Why can't I place it? There. There we go. Okay, that doesn't look too bad. Let me go ahead and finish the rest of this up. Just need to place the last ones in, and there we go. So we have all of those set up. Looks pretty good. Yeah, I like the way that turned out. We have that light source. How does it look here? It does look a little weird because we do have the slabs. We do have the light that's kind of coming through in some of these areas. Kind of gives it like a nice feel, different texture there. You can see where the solid blocks are. So that is done. Lighting is set in place. Now, what else do we need? So we need a research table, or a few research tables. Also, maybe some computers. And with computers, we are processing a lot of information. So we are going to need some sort of mainframe area as well. Now I'm trying to think of where to place this mainframe or server room. Now as a kid, I used to go with my mom to work, and she works on computers, and of course, you know, all of her coworkers do. So I remember there was this room, and it was lined up with a bunch, I would assume, servers, and I remember it being isolated from everything, and I also remember it being very, very cold, and I imagine that was to keep all the servers from overheating, is my best bet. So with that, I think I'm going to dedicate this little 5x5 area to being the server room, and that still gives us space over here to add research things, computers possibly, and again, probably place the research tables down below. But let's see how this turns out. So I want to do this. We're going to bring this up to the ceiling level here. I guess I cut out some of my lights. I guess I can save on lights then. Let's see. I think it's going to go here. Yeah, I'm pretty much cutting out, looks like 3 lights. But we're going to do this. And then we'll place in some glass. Right, is this a 5x5 area? 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Perfect. We'll get some glass in just a bit. Now, for the servers, what I'm thinking is going with observers. So I was thinking of do a couple rows like this because, like I mentioned, just from what I can recall as a kid, it was just rows. There were like rows of them going down in this big room. So I'm thinking, how can we place these? Probably place a couple, because there were lines like this. We'll do some upside down observers, and good thing I have plenty to spare, so I'm not really worried about using them. Okay, so that looks like a pretty good start. Now let's place them. How do we want them to look? Maybe facing in this direction. Whoops. See how this looks. So this would be the door. Okay. I think it needs to be a little bit taller though. And we definitely need to add, well, we have one light in there. Let's try to make it too tall. We're just going to do this front row just to see how it looks. Okay. Yeah, we can work with that. Let's see. The only issue here, I was thinking glass panes, but now if we use panes, it's going to attach itself. Do I even have any? I thought I did. Nope. Okay, so yeah, I'm thinking panes are now going to attach itself to this block and this block. So we'll probably have to go with regular glass, which is not a big issue. But yeah, that is, well, looks like a little server room to me. The mainframe room is put together a bit more, and I just try to do something a little bit different. I realized I haven't really decorated the lobby area of this building, so I tried to add something extra just to make it pop a little more. So this would be the front door, and we still have to decorate all of this, but then up here, we have a nice little window. And what made me think of this is when I see buildings like that, at least in pictures or things, usually there's like some sort of office up here. And I might even expand this all the way across so we can actually see upstairs. So that is an idea, but I just want to try that out for now to see how that would look. Not sure if I want to keep it just yet, but let's go ahead and finish up this room. Like I mentioned, this room was always cold, so I was trying to think of something we could use for air conditioners. So the closest thing I could think of was using the loom block. So we'll do something like this, all up in the corners here. And then for this area, let's see, maybe we can use some polished andesite. I don't think it's really going to matter, because what I'm going to do now is I'm going to grab some more iron trap doors and just place them underneath, because it does have that wood texture to the bottom, so we want to make this look as high-tech as possible. Okay, yeah, that works for me. I mean, I'd like it. I could probably have even used that for the mainframes as well, because they do have that kind of look to them. And then just to finish things off in here, what I want to do is add trapdoors to the top of these. Just like that. And I think this room is done. Yeah, that works for me. It gives it a little bit more height. This room feels more full. And again, I'm not sure if I want to keep this area yet, because this looks a little weird to me. This is where the wall was supposed to be, as you can tell. But other than that, yeah, this room is done. With this room done, I'm trying to think what else we can do for up here. And I just got a really creative idea. So, what I'm going to do first is, let's see, I'm pretty sure I made enough carpet. We'll do it like this. Give us a 3x3 area to work with. So this is going to be like a little caution tape on the ground. Just like that. And I'm going to have to fill this in. I don't have my gray wool, but I'll add that as well. So what I want to do is we're going to get a little science fiction-y here, so to speak. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a scanner, a digital scanner for items. So we're going to get like nether items that we want to study and research. We place them here, and then we'll have some sort of scanner that will basically digitize everything and then keep all the records over on the server. So you can imagine there's not a lot of space to work with down here, and all of the nether blocks, they're all so big. We have all the funguses. You see how big those get. So you can only study so much of it. Now, imagine you get those blocks that we're trying to study, you place them here, and then, again, it gets scanned, it gets digitized, and then sent over to there. Now, it may sound a little out there, but bear with me. I kind of got the idea from Bill's PC in Pokemon, believe it or not. So I never really understood how that worked. So Bill's PC, I mean, you'd catch your Pokemon. You're only allowed to have 6 in your inventory at one time. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's go one more block back. And basically, any Pokemon you caught above that got sent automatically to Bill's PC, and all of your Pokemon were stored somewhere. Now that got me thinking, where were the Pokemon being stored? I mean, that's kind of a good question, I think. And if I remember from the episodes correctly, watching Pokemon when I was younger, I think there was one episode where like Team Rocket invaded a Pokemon Center somewhere, and then Nurse Joy had to send all the Pokemon off to another Pokemon Center. So, I mean, physical things are being transported digitally somehow. But like I said, we're being very loose with what we're doing here. Again, we're kind of using our imagination for this one. So we're going to have a little shield here to protect our eyes. So this is our little gun thing here that scans. And then, what else do I want to add? I want to add... We need something here. Maybe a mini block? There we go. Got the dark gray wool, or I guess gray wool installed. So we have our scanning pad. We have our button that's going to activate everything. And like I mentioned, we have our little digitizer scanner right here. So I think that's what we're going to go with. So again, how this is going to work is we place all of the items that we want to store in the system. We place it here. We go ahead and press this. That is going to activate this. And then, like I said, this is going to digitize the item and put it into the system's mainframe to be stored. All the data is going to be collected there. So I think this is looking pretty good. I can't think of anything else I want to add to this. I think if I do any more to this, it might just become too much. I tried placing the mini block here. It just didn't look too good, so I'm just gonna leave it off for now. But I think that looks pretty good to me. We got that, and what we probably need to do is have a computer up here. And because this is such a big system, I think we are gonna need some sort of, I guess not a supercomputer, but we are definitely gonna need a pretty strong computer. Probably gonna be a little bit bigger than a standard one to fit up in this area, and that will fill in this area nicely. And like I mentioned, because we are all out of time for today's episode, so we'll probably continue it in the next one, but I want to finish this area down here. This is where we are going to set up research tables and things like that. Hopefully, maybe we can snag some mini blocks from Blackstone Shop, so that way we can set them up on the tables. I think that would look pretty cool. And you know me, I love messing with the mini blocks. They're such a great add-on to have. So yeah, I think we'll do that in the next episode. But let's see, anything else we can add before? No, nothing I can think of right now. Again, we are all out of time. So with that being said, everyone, this is going to be the end of today's episode. I really hope you all enjoyed. This has been Rogue Fox, and I will see you later.